What's up, everyone? It is Sunday, December 29th, 2024, MMAOB Daily Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin. I'm joined by my co-host here, Mr. Big Marcel. We're going to preview UFC in 2025. Looking forward to it, Marcel. We do this pretty much every year. Take a look ahead. Talk about who we think will be champs. Sometimes we make good predictions. Sometimes we don't. We'll see what happens. Glad to have you here, man. How you been?
Yeah, doing well, man. That's me. That's like pretty much the holidays, so it's not really that busy, But yeah, a lot of other fun stuff to do, instead of like, how do you say that, more like serious stuff. So yeah, it's good, it's good. How about yourself?
Well, I'm glad to have you here, man. I always look forward to the podcast. I'm doing all right. I've been off work for like the last week. I have another week off, so it's nice to get a bit of a break. Let's get some comments here, by the way. Craig's in the chat. What's up, Craig? Glad to have you here, man.
What's up, man?
How you doing, Craig? Was it raining with you guys where you guys are, Craig? It was like raining all day here, which was weird. Joe, what's up, man? Your Eagles won, Joe, and my Bills won, so I was happy. Tristan, what's up, brother? Octagon 65 was sick. I didn't catch it. I've been watching football all day, but I heard it was a good event. Did you watch it, Marcel?
Saw the highlights because it's like I don't have a DAZN subscription, so I don't want to pay $50 a month for like one event a month. It's a little bit too much in my opinion.
Did Carlos Vemola win, former UFC fighter?
I think Fleury won, actually.
He lost? Okay, there you go.
Fleury won. Keita won the $1 million or the €1 million tournament.
A lot of money.
Against Paradiser, and Sadari, like my country guy, also got a win. So yeah.
You think any of these guys end up in the UFC?
The thing is, like, Keita should have been in the UFC, but I think he's too expensive for them. I think the UFC probably wants to get him on a Contender Series contract or something, but that's not going to happen.
It's going to happen. No, you don't go from $1 million to like 10 and 10 or 12 and 12, whatever it
is. Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah, Craig, it's not the greatest weather. I mean, I'd rather have the snow than the rain, personally. Anyways, like I said, glad to have you guys here. We're going to preview UFC 2025, and then we'll do a short Fight Announcements podcast right after this, Marcel, but there weren't that many. I looked at your Thursday. There was like maybe 5. So we'll do it. We'll take questions as well. And yeah, all right, we also got Beerch in the chat. What's up, guys? Glad to have you here, man. What's up, Lacamite? MMA on Sunday, pretty good. Hey, man, I'm all for more MMA events, whatever day of the week it is. So it's all good. Like I said, I didn't get a chance to catch it, but from what I've heard, it was a good event. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. All right, Marcel, I'm looking forward to talking about the upcoming year with you, man. We did the recap last week. Now we did the preview. So what I wanted to do was look at the odds for all the champions of the divisions.
I looked at it last year. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So let's do that. Let me pull it up here, guys. We're going to pull it up from DraftKings. They have it. Oh, Tristan has a question. We're going to do Ryzen. I'll be honest, I have not looked at that card. Have you, Marcel?
No.
We could talk about it, Tristan, if you want.
Sure.
It wouldn't be like, the most accurate picks, to be, completely honest with you. All right, let's get in here. UFC. There we go. All right, guys, let's go through these divisions. They also have, here are the features. They have some rankings as well. I was looking at. I'll ask you about this before we even get into the divisions. By the way, Birch is asking, will you do some bold predictions? We can. Sure. All right. There's we'll go through the championship features in 1 second, but I want to ask you these because I don't know. These are just random props they have up. Sean Woodson, top 15 by the end of next year, and then Isaac Dogarian top 15. So with Woodson, it's the no is shaded yes, and then with Dogarian, the yes is shaded yes. First off, I'm a little surprised that Dogarian's even listed as at this. Like, I mean, he could get a top 15 opponent and make the rankings, but I wasn't thinking about that. So the fact that they have this up, it almost makes me like think that the UFC's already told DraftKings like this guy's going to get a ranked opponent. Open a lineup. And I think right? Like, why else would they put this up? It's so weird.
Yeah, it's really odd. Odd.
With Woodson, it makes sense because he's going to get a top 15 guy next. And he probably does crack the rankings if he wins. So he's looked great lately, right? I'm not saying Dogarian hasn't looked great. He's looked amazing. And I think he did get robbed against Chris Rodriguez. And if he had won that fight, he might be farther ahead. But, like, I don't know if he goes from that Brendan Maroc guy to a ranked opponent. So that means he probably has to fight twice this year, which probably happens. But he might get injured too. And to lay minus 400, and that seems weird. So I actually like this yes on Sean Woodson, Marcel.
Why these two?
I don't know. It's so random, right? It's so weird. So they must have talked to these guys at the odds makers and told them, hey, they're going to get ranked opponents. like there's been other guys that have been on this list in the past, like, and they'll come and go more so. But I just looked at it like last night, and I was like, what the heck? This is so random. So
Yeah.
I think Woodson. I would actually go with the yes plus 150, guys. I think that he will probably fight a top 15 guy next, and it won't be an easy fight, but I think he can beat some of the guys in the lower end. And with Bulgarian, I think he can crack it too, but I wouldn't lay minus 400. I would probably pass on him if anything. What do you think?
I mean, why shouldn't it be the other way around? I mean,
I completely agree with Woodson, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he has to win. He has to win his fight. So he's probably going to fight like a Giga Chikadze or something like that, a pretty good fighter. Calvin Cade or someone like that, I would imagine bottom end. But I think he can win those fights. I'm not saying he will win, but I think he could. I don't know. I think it's worth it, man. I think it's worth a shot. So I just saw that, guys. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on it, throw it in the chat, but I thought it was so random that Bulgarian was one of the fighters, Marcel listed.
I think it's totally random that just these two fighters pop up here. You know what I mean? So I think it's totally random.
Makes you wonder, man, what they've said.
Yeah.
What if UFC told DraftKings Woodson Bulgarian's next? I mean, it's possible, but I feel like Woodson really deserves a ranked guy now, right? Like he's on a nice win streak. But I mean, it's possible. And then the winner of that would fight a ranked opponent. It's possible. They might. I think they just go separate ways with these guys. But I do think it's a little odd. And remember, guys, like the odds makers do get inside information. They absolutely do. You know, Marcel, they know about the injuries and stuff beforehand and everything. So what are you gonna say?
I would do Bulgarian against Arosa, man.
Well, there you go. I like that fight, actually. That's a good one. Bipolar Boxing, hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. We did, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And I hope you did too, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? You really weren't late, dude. We just started 6 minutes ago, so you're not late. Glad to have you here, man. Glad you had the shower, Anto, and you're nice and clean for the podcast. It's great. Yeah, we'll talk about Jones and Aspinall in a minute, actually. We're going to talk about that probably first. I think they go from heavyweight down, so we'll take this question. Jemiah Per, I think it's BS, right?
I haven't heard anything about that, so I don't know. No.
All right. Let's get into the odds for the actual fights, the actual championship fights, I should say.
Yeah.
So this is who will be the champion by the end of next year. So they have to hold the belt December 31st, of 2025. That's what I meant to say. So you look at heavyweight.
Why have Romanov listed, man? He's not in the UFC
Where is he?
anymore.
Oh, here he is. I mean, I think they might bring him back, to be honest with you. He did win that fight, or not fight. It was a grappling match. Was it last night? I think at CFFC, right?
Yeah.
I think they'll bring him back, but it is weird that he's listed like 10th. Like, I'd rather take a shot on. Actually, I wouldn't even take a shot on anyone else, because let's be realistically, Marcel, there's like 3 or 4 guys here that make sense. Okay, it's Aspinall, Jones, Gone, and Almeida, I guess, maybe, but that's it, really. I guess maybe like 5 guys, but the rest of them I don't really see happening unless maybe Volkov gets it, like somehow if the UFC really thought he got robbed and they end up putting him in a number 1 contender fight. I think the smart money, honestly, Marcel, is on Tom Aspinall, because I'll tell you why. I think that I don't even know if he fights Jones, but I think he'll be the champ by the next year, because if Jones won't take the fight, I think he'll have to vacate the belt, which would elevate Tom to the championship. And I think Tom beats everyone else. Like, I think Jones is the only fight that I would have a problem picking. I think he beats everyone else, personally. So at minus 130, I mean, you're basically saying he beats Jones, because you probably fight once next year, maybe twice, but probably once.
Where's Lucas Drasky?
He might be listed. They have like everyone listed. Dude, you could bet on what's his name? Chris Barnett plus 70,000. Holy shit.
Parker Porter.
$5. How much? 3,000. That's funny. Parker Porter, where is he? He's last.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put $10 on Porter. $10,000. Imagine. No, I'm kidding. But in all honesty, like there's no point of even listing any of the other guys. Someone in the comments said Walter Walker. I doubt it. But I'm just saying, like, I think that there's a few guys up here interesting. Like, I think for me, though, I'm going to pick Aspinall, Marcel. That's my pick. What are you thinking?
I'm also picking Aspinall. I think I think this is Jones going to fight him. You don't know. But the UFC cannot keep Jones a champion and not fighting Aspinall, in my opinion. So the fight has to happen. I'm picking Aspinall as well. This is my pick for heavyweight champion at the end of next year.
Did we have Jones last year? I can't remember now. I think we did, right?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I have to look back. It's hard. I mean, I should have went back and looked, but it is what it is. I mean, it changes. There's so many. The thing about this that's tricky is like injuries, drug suspensions, guys retire. There's tons of stuff that can happen. But honestly, especially with Jones, right? You never know. But like, in all honesty, Marcel, like I'm surprised that it's so close because I think Aspinall, if he fights Jones, it's going to be a close fight. And if he doesn't fight him, I think he beats everyone else. So like, I think at minus 130, that's not a bad bet personally.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not bad. He likes Tom Aspinall too. Let's be honest. Dan dropped video with the fight, and that's what you guys choosing. Oh, you're saying if he did it right now? I don't know. It's tough. I get it. And then,
you want picks that aren't even there. There are no fight yet, dude. Be patient.
I would probably lean Tom though. I would probably lean Tom. I probably would. I know it's hard to pick against Jones. I get it, but I would probably lean Tom. All right, so we're done with heavyweight. Although Marcel, you got your guy Shamil Gaziev right here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's put $10 on Shamil. How much? $2,000. That's not even worth it. I wouldn't even. I want the $10, not the $2,000.
We got the same body shape, so yeah.
There you go. Jamal Pokes, Muhammad Usman. Again, all these are just. I don't even know why they basically listed everyone in the division. I am surprised though that Romanov is there because he was released, but maybe they know he's coming back. Maybe they know he's coming back more so.
Is Ryan Spann there, or they're not that far ahead?
I think maybe in light heavyweight. I think they're going by whoever's, like in the rankings pool. That's my guess. All right, let's go to light heavyweight now. Do I even have to ask you?
No. I mean,
taking the plus 190. I think we picked Ankalaev last year, though. To be fair,
yeah,
he would have lost. Yeah, we would have lost, and he didn't fight for it.
It's pretty clear, man. As long as Pereira doesn't gonna fight Ankalaev, it will keep Pereira around, I think.
Yeah.
But if Pereira fights Ankalaev, I'm picking Magomed, man, to beat him.
I like the odds on Magomed too, honestly. Like I think that fight with Pereira is very close.
Mm-hmm.
But plus 195. I mean, I think there's value on Ankalaev because if he does fight for the belt, he'll probably be favored to win it if I had to guess. So you're getting plus money on him. It's almost like they're saying he's not fighting for the belt. That's almost like they're saying here.
Yeah.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
I think the winner of Yuri and Hill probably could get a title shot. So maybe there's some value on those guys.
You know what these bitches going to do? They're going to make him fight Alberg or something first,
Well, that's the next guy I was going to say. I don't mind Alberg here at plus 700, Marcel.
Then they're going to let him fight the winner. If Hill wins, they let him fight Hill again,
Yeah.
And then he probably goes up to heavyweight, so he doesn't have to fight Magomed. That's what
what? Okay, well, I'll say this too. Why is Hamzat shouldn't even be listed? I don't think this fight's happening.
Probably because of the rumors online,
I guess they had to put him there because people probably asked. But here's one that look how far down he is. Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, he should be higher up in my opinion.
Dude, this is kind of nuts. Let's see. We put $10 on Jan, $2,500 for $10. Would you trade a sandwich for $2,500? Maybe.
Yeah,
might be worth it. Because the thing is, if Jan does beat Alberg, which he could win that fight.
To be honest, I would put Krylov also higher.
Yeah.
Than the Johnny Walker or a Roundtree,
There's a few odd ones to be honest with you. Because look like Krut and Ntsekawu and Bukowskis has the same odds as Jan Blachowicz.
That's crazy to me. Yeah,
that to me is a little odd. I think that Jan is, if you want to put like $5 on him, I don't think it's the worst thing because the thing is, just say he beats Alberg, then he probably gets a title shot, and he'd have a close fight with Alex.
Yeah, Jan is a little bit older, but he's still quality, So
he is. Again, that's a long shot, right? Like that's a long shot, but that's a long shot that I don't mind. See, like a heavyweight, Marcel. There's not. I don't like any long shot here. Do you like any long shot?
Yeah, of course, man. Jamal Pokes. I mean, with the Don King hairstyle. I mean,
no,
I'm just kidding.
I like the hair though, but yeah, I mean, like at 205, I think that. But in all honesty, like I think Ankalaev. I mean, we kind of didn't even talk about Pereira. Like he's the champ. He should be favored, but the Ankalaev one's interesting. I think Alberg's a little interesting. Alberg and Blachowicz, I think, are both interesting to me.
Listen, man, if Pereira beats Ankalaev, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can go to heavyweight, I don't mind.
Why is this guy listed so high?
I have no idea.
Dude, this is so odd. Like, some of these odds are a little bit screwed up here.
Can you say his name? I cannot read
Nikolai
it.
Negumereanu.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I did it right. I think I said it right.
Yeah.
Got some comments. Krylov
did you see?
What?
Did you see that clip where Adesanya and Hooker are pronouncing that name? I cannot find the clip anymore. That's very funny.
That's funny. Sound Collectibles, what's up, man? We're here talking about the odds. I know you like this stuff, so if you have any thoughts, let me know. Is Krylov booked again? Did they rebook that fight with Murzakanov or no?
I don't think so, no.
They probably should. Alberg's dark horse. I don't know if he's a dark horse anymore. I think that he's got like 7 wins in a row. I think the UFC likes him. He's marketable. I think if he beats Jan, I think there's a chance he could get a title shot. So
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
I mean, they gave Khalil Roundtree a title
shot. That's the thing.
I mean,
you know what? Think about that. If you asked me, if you checked the odds last year, what would Roundtree have been? He probably would have been like plus 50,000.
To be fair, you always
was up 2-1 in that fight. He was up 2-1.
You were always like Roundtree has a good chance. Yeah, a good chance to knock anybody out.
He matched up well with Pereira, right? He lost. You know, Pereira's the man, so there's no surprise there. But he didn't do bad in that fight. He did much better than everyone thought. Like people that bet on Pereira were kind of sweating there a little bit because remember that was in Utah too. If that's in Vegas, maybe it's a different fight. If Khalil doesn't have to fight at elevation.
Yeah,
Khalil's a bricked up dude, man. He's strong. All right. Krylov's Pereira's nightmare matchup. Krylov's just underrated and good and doesn't get talked about at all.
Yeah, he's a pretty all-round guy, you know. So I think every fighter who has an all-round game is a difficult fight for Pereira, to be honest, you know. But all these guys want to stand and bang with Pereira for some reason, man. Only Jan didn't, and Jan came closest to beat him at light heavyweight, you know.
By the way, look how far down Anthony Smith is. He's even lower than Stefan Chuku. He's not.
Who is it in the UFC anymore?
Gustafsson is also listed, and he's in GFL now.
Yeah.
Apparently, did you see that he got released? I don't know if you saw it with Gustafsson.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So he got released by the UFC.
I mean, good for him if he wants, you know.
I don't think he should fight anymore, but yeah. I mean, pretty much everyone in GFL should be retired. I would say, Marcel.
I mean, they even have Marcin Pragnio's brother, Marin.
He has a brother? Are you serious?
No. But they have Maureen instead of Martin.
Wait. Oh, they spelled it wrong. I see that. That's actually kind of funny. They spelled it wrong. They should get that right. All right, let's get a couple comments. Who is on the list? Who on the list is out of the UFC weight 2025? Probably Manitoba.
Even if Anton Turkal's there, man. What the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in the UFC. I mean, there's a few guys that have been cut. Smith, I think, is gone.
Potiria, maybe Antoine.
Potiria is gone. Zach Pauga, I think wasn't he released?
He's released as well. Zach is gone.
Evan Clark is on the UFC. Like this, it's weird that like DraftKings, who's the official betting odds partner, is posting this with and Philip Linz is not in the UFC either. No. Like there's at least like 5 or 6 guys are released.
Boser is also not in the UFC anymore. Tanner Boser.
Tanner Boser is not in the UFC. So like a lot of these guys aren't even in the UFC anymore.
And Kennedy is to heavyweight. Ryan Spann is
to heavyweight. Ryan Spann as well. Yeah, Kennedy's listed in both weight classes. So. I think Kennedy's a good fighter. Yeah, I think he's pretty solid. You like Jan for some pizza money? Would you rather have the pizza, or would you take a shot on Jan Blachowicz more?
I take a shot at Jan. I mean, it's also healthier for me, probably. So
I like that. That's good. The fact it's probably because the rumors, like Marcel said, like I just think these rumors are bullshit. Didn't our buddy Ruben Carter? Didn't he start the rumor?
Yeah, probably. That's why. I mean,
you see, Danny Rubenstein was it him?
Rubenstein. Yeah. He said like bullshit
with that tough rumor. He was going after that dummy. He was making up stuff. All right, let's go to middleweight, guys. Hamzat's the clear favorite here. Mine's 200. I mean, I guess. Like, it makes sense, right? Because the thing is, like, he'll be favored against either Duplessis or Strickland. I get that. But at the same time, he has to fight. He barely fights. He has to stay healthy. So I don't think that's a good bet, to be honest with you. Like, if anything, just wait till you actually have to pick him in the fight because he'll probably be, like, at those odds. I think Strickland is interesting because like the odds are closer than that for that fight, and he's plus 300. So would you take that, or would you take the plus 150 against Duplessis? Right? Like maybe you just take this. He has to win another fight. I'm actually kind of interested in a few other guys here, though, Marcel. I got to be honest with you. Like I'm interested in Imavov a little bit. I know you're not the biggest fan of the guy, but I think that if he beats Izzy, he could get a title shot. You know, very very much so. And I think Bahayo also is very good too. So. I think middleweight's very interesting here. You have any thoughts on this division?
I think it's too short, you know, right now. I think we got 2025. We're gonna see Duplessis against Strickland. The winner of that one, is gonna fight Hamzat probably somewhere in July.
I agree, but just how about if Hamzat gets hurt or sick? Then who steps in? That's what that's a good
question. I still think Hamzat will fight. I think he will. You know, maybe they do it in Abu Dhabi. You know, in August, whatever. Yeah. I think he fights, and the winner of that fight, I don't know. Maybe it's Imavov, maybe it's Baralho. You know, I mean, even Anthony Hernandez can make waves. You know, if he beats Allen again. I know he's a little bit lower, but his how do you say that? His complete game, his ground game is really good. His striking has come together as well, so it's interesting.
We throw about the GOAT, Abus Magomedov, Marcel, the GOAT.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good pick. You know, it's funny actually. The Uncrowned website, they said that this guy Share Bullet was the biggest story or something of 2024. Did you see that? What? Yeah. Based on what?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like, he's a pretty good fighter, but come on, that's ridiculous.
He's decent, but I think he loses to a lot of the guys
I do too,
in the top 15.
Who wins? Izzy or Mega Share Bullet? Mega.
Izzy.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Maybe we're forgetting about Izzy too.
Yeah.
Just say he knocks out Imavov. You know the UFC loves it. They're paying him a shitload of money.
Yeah, I mean, imagine. Yeah, what you say. Imagine Strickland beats DDP. It's possible, or DDP beats Strickland, whatever, you know. And Izzy beats Imavov, and Kamzat cannot fight. You know, then Izzy maybe slips in.
I think that's the thing that's interesting about this is like you have to kind of factor in guys getting hurt or sick. And with Hamza, he's a pullout artist, guys. Like, he's pulled out of so many fights. I don't trust him to fight at all, really. Like, if you're gonna bet on Hamza, just wait until he actually fights for the belt. Don't bet him here at -200. I don't like that bet. I think there's a few of these like dogs that are worth a shot because if he can't fight, they'll get a shot instead. Bo Nickel is pretty highly listed here. I don't think so though. To me, he needs so much more work.
Listen, man, they would have they still give him like, and it's not that he asked for it, but they give him protective matchmaking. You know what I mean? And even in that one against Paul Craig, he got the win, but it wasn't looking great, you know. And I think even against Cody Brundage, he wasn't looking that amazing in the first round. So I mean, got to put the brakes on him a little bit, I think. But he's definitely talented, and he can make it happen in 26 or 27, maybe. You know, we'll see.
To me, it's a little like some of these I'm not saying Jared Cantor, he's not even close, but like he's listed under guys like, you know, Aliskerov and Petrosky even. To me, that's a little odd.
The Riddler is there as well, yeah.
Gregory Rodriguez is kind of interesting because if he beats Cantor and knocks him out, he's right there, like in the mix, as they say.
What you think about Rainier?
Rainier's in the mix too. If he knocks out Holland or submits him, he's in the mix, right? That's main card opener. Is that in the main card?
It's the opener. Yeah,
dude, that's a big spot for him in that card. Yeah. So just say your boy Rainier goes out there and just say he submits Holland. That gives him a top 10 opponent probably next, right?
Yeah, 100% sure.
But again, I think there's other guys ahead of him. I wouldn't even bother with these guys at the below. But again, think to this year, guys, with Roundtree. No one would have picked him to fight for the belt. And he was up on the scorecard.
Bro, so Asakura.
You never know. Pardon?
Asakura.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he got smoked, but yeah, just say he landed that flying knee. Just say he landed it. Right? And he was probably not even listed. So
who was the lowest listed, do you think?
There's other guys here. Some guys aren't even in the UFC. Like Muradov's not in the UFC.
Heinisch is not in the UFC anymore.
Bruno Silva's so bad.
Oh God, Weidman is low.
Weidman's the lowest. He should be. I think Weidman and Anthony Smith are both the lowest because they should be retired.
Kizriev. Luke Kizriev is super low. Yeah, he doesn't fight.
Yeah, but he's not even. He doesn't fight. That's the thing, right? He's talented. I think all these guys none of these guys are worth a shot. Joe Piper's kind of interesting a little bit, but he needs more fights. I don't think he's gonna get it.
He's fighting soon.
Who's he fighting?
You know who he's fighting. I cannot say here on the. It's in the. We got told, but I cannot say.
Oh, you did? You told me? I forgot. Okay, my bad. Let's get some comments here. Do you think Tanner Bozer gonna make it back? No, he's in GFL. I don't think he's coming back to the UFC. Kyle can be a guy in 2026. Yes.
Check private.
Oh, that's right, Marcel. Thank you.
No problem.
You did tell me that. Like, I forgot. I got DDP, but keeping the ball. Kyle's intriguing. Yeah, I think Kyle's intriguing. Cody Brunch is even on the list. Cody.
He's fighting.
He's on the list though.
Yeah, he's on the list. I saw it.
It's actually kind of where is he?
A little bit up, I think. No, a little bit down. No, he's not. Oh, he's not on the list. Okay,
he's not there. No.
I probably.
Well, he should be listed, to be fair, Marcel.
Yeah.
I think Chimaev and Izzy fight each other. Yeah, I mean, they might. I also think Hernandez ends 2025 top 5 middleweight. Fluffy's great. I mean, we're big Fluffy fans on this podcast. I think Whitaker and Adesanya will fall off. Definitely, for sure.
Huh? I think probably one of the few people who picked him against Kopilov. A lot of people were on Kopilov. So
who?
Yeah. Anthony Hernandez against Kopilov. Remember when Kopilov was?
Oh yeah, we picked Fluffy. I don't remember the last fight I didn't pick Fluffy. Like I pick him every fight. He's so good.
I think I picked Pereira against him.
Oh, you did, but I did.
Yeah, but I said because of the blitz in the early round, probably, but didn't happen.
All right, let's go to the next division, which is welterweight. So we both definitely had Shavkat last year, and we would have lost, which is crazy because he got skinned. His opponent got injured, which is interesting. So the champ got injured was Bilal, and he didn't fight for the belt, and he probably would. I mean, I'm not saying he would have won, but he had a 50-50 shot of winning that fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shavkat. So I guess that would still be my lean, Marcel, but I'm not as convinced that, honestly, right now.
Some are a little bit high there, I think, some people. But yeah, it's also still my lean. I think Bilal can make definitely a difficult fight for him. I wouldn't put Buckley that high, to be really honest. I still think he deserves to be at the top, but not that high. Man, I mean, what is Conor McGregor doing there?
Where is he?
Plus 25,000.
Okay. Yeah, again, those are long shots, right? Like Trey Waters is the same odds as him. I don't even know why that guy's listed. That's kind of crazy. But
Tamba is listed.
Some of these are a little odd, like Barlow, Medic. These guys, like, they shouldn't even be listed, to be honest with you. But
Michael Page was the middleweight now. Yeah.
That's not happening. I think with this division again, it's very top heavy. It'll probably be like, because the thing is, like, all these guys are in the mix. So, like, just say Bilal fights Shafkat, or just say Shafkat can't fight, then you'll bring in Buckley, or just say Buckley can't fight, then you bring in Gary. Then Gary can't fight, you bring in Edwards. Like, I think like with this division, you have to stick to the top because like there's so many guys. It's the other divisions where, like light heavyweight, Marcel, it's kind of shallow, right? So you can kind of go to some dark horses. Go ahead.
The real question is, where is Masvidal?
Is he in? Chandler's listed. Look how far Randy Brown is. That's too bad.
Lioness is even listed.
Nate Diaz. Val Woodburn. He's not. Matt Brown's not in the UFC. Matt. Yeah, I mean, these guys. Wow, it's kind of crazy. I'll be honest. It's a little crazy that Stephen Thompson's lower than like fucking some of these other guys.
Where's Masvidal not listed? But they have some others listed who are not in the UFC anymore.
Masvidal's not here. But again, like, it's not happening.
Barbarina is also still there. Barbarina is also.
Some of these, like, they gotta update their roster, man. Like, a lot of these guys are cut. But again, it's odd that like Gilbert Urbina has half the odds of Stephen Thompson.
Yeah.
They're both not happening though. So, I guess I still have to go Shavkat, I guess, if I had to pick someone.
Yeah,
but I'm not as convinced because I think Bilal is a guy that I pick against all the time and he keeps beating me. So maybe Bilal's worth it at plus 200, maybe. But it's an interesting division. I think this one I'd probably stay away from because I feel like there's a lot of guys that could fight for the belt. Like, we didn't even mention Jack Della Maddalena. We didn't mention Carlos Prates. Those guys are in the mix too.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, a couple of comments here. Adesanya should be a light heavyweight too. Yeah, you know what? He's not wrong with that. Maybe Bircher's right about that.
I agree with him.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, Bircher. Prates worth a shot.
Because the
UFC loves him.
The UFC will do everything to deny Ankalaev. So, yeah, it's a good call, Bircher. Very good.
Mago Gode.
Yeah.
Is he beating Imvov? I think the odds are out for that one. It's close odds, I believe, right? Buckley plus 350. Why, do you like that, Tristan, or do you think it's too high, or what do you think? I think Buckley's definitely in the mix, man. He's very good. Crazy odds on Jack. Jack's got to stay healthy, but I mean, Jack gets another win. He's got like 7 wins in a row, doesn't he? Something like that. Like he's got to be in the mix. Welterweight's very interesting. Very interesting. Like Buckley. I think Maybe Ian goes out there and fights Buckley.
I don't think so, man. There are only 2 days left this year, so I'm just kidding, Antoine. I know you mean next year. I'm just being a dick.
Yeah. It's oh yeah. JDM. Yeah. No, I think JDM is interesting at those odds.
Yeah.
He better fight in that card. I guess he's not though, right? That's the rumor. He's not going to fight.
It's so weird, man. I mean, I feel like they should do more like Anzac fighters on the Sydney card, but they are fighting like almost everywhere except on the Sydney card for my feeling, you know. So I mean, yeah, there are some on it, but it's all like not really like top 15 guys, you know. It's all under top 15 or even lower, you know. So yeah.
All right, a couple other comments. Shavkat knee injury. Yeah, they did say he had knee injury, right, going into that fight. Picked him to beat. Okay. Yeah, JDM's got some value. Why do you think Ankalaev stays after being treated? He's under contract. He's not going anywhere. But he holds out hope that one day that UFC and Dana White will forgive him for all his sins and they'll give him a title shot. I don't know what he did. I really don't know. Wait, it's because of the time he complained after the Blachowicz fight where he's like, they fucking robbed me. Everyone's against me. That's what happened. And to be honest, I thought he won that fight.
Me too. And even Blachowicz said he won. Afterwards, not anymore, because that would be stupid to hold on that, because he can still say like it was close, you know. But at the moment, Blachowicz said like, No,
for sure. All right, let's go to the next division, guys. Lightweight.
Okay, let's answer Antoine's last question as well.
Here. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, Antoine. Why not go to PFL and become a millionaire? Yeah, you're not wrong, but he's under contract. He's not going anywhere. Right now.
And also the thing is, like, listen, PFL, it's great to be champion there, but what does it bring you? To be really honest, man. I mean, you got a championship, yeah, but you got the clause, and you can't do shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? They're prize fighters too, right? So
yeah, but at the same time, when you're young, you know, all these guys who are now at the 30s, you know, they dreamt of being a UFC champion. Nobody dreamt of being a PFL
I get that.
champion.
I get that, but they also want to get paid.
Yeah, of course, I understand.
All right, let's go to lightweight. I mean, I think Makhachev's a good value here too, to be honest with you. -135.
Unless he goes to welterweight, yeah.
He might, but I don't think he'll do it next year. I think there's other, because I think he'll probably fight Arman and he'll probably fight Charles. That's my guess. If I had to guess.
I think he goes to welterweight when Usman Nurmagomedov gets signed by the UFC. I think
that could happen. That could very well happen. I think Islam's a good bet here, personally. I think the odds are pretty low, and I think he wins probably his next couple fights. There's no reason to pick against Islam. Long shots. I mean, Max is interesting just because he looked amazing against Gaethje at lightweight, and he does have that history a little bit with that camp. You know, he's supposed to fight Khabib that one card with the Conor card. Never fought him. I guess he's kind of an interesting long shot, but I think, again, this is kind of like top heavy too, this division. I mean, there's so many guys that could fight, but I think it's a little top heavy. What do you think? You agree with me?
Yeah, definitely. And by the way, man, how is Verbeski getting such a great fight against Orobai? And Orobai is listed higher than he is. He's not even here. He's listed below Borchev, for example. You know, I don't see him even. Where's Verbeski? There he is, like plus 70,000.
See that again? You're finding some small misprints. That's a misprint, I would say. Why is Gregor Gillespie listed?
Yeah, he's fishing. Mark Madsen is retired, you know.
Yeah, I think Gregor's actually still on the roster, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Carlos Diego Ferreira is really low. That's a little low.
Jordan Levitt.
Yeah, where is it? Where does
a little bit of plus 70,000 above.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, the monkey god.
Jordan Levitt. Kurt Holloway.
They spelled it wrong. They spelled a lot of the names wrong. It's funny. Is Terrence McKinney spelled right or no?
Terrence, yes, with an A in the middle. Okay, yeah, that's good.
There you go. I always forgot that one. Hey, Marcus, do you see a path of victory for Arman to defeat Islam? He'd have to keep it standing and strike him. I think that's the path, but I don't know if it happens. I mean,
Mark Diakese.
About him.
Yeah, he's also on the list.
There's a lot of guys. They listed pretty much the whole division, like, to be honest. But what do you think of Pimblett, though? Pimblett plus 10,000. What do you think?
To be really honest, I think he loses to all top 8 guys. To be really honest, you know, I only see him winning against Dan Hooker. I think he has a chance. Yeah. You know, but overall, I mean, I don't see him winning against Islam, not against Arman, not against Max, not against Charles, not against Rafael Fiziev, not against Poirier, not against Moicano. Maybe I don't think so. I think he loses to Gamrot. He loses to Gaethje. Even loses to BSD, in my opinion. So I mean, that's my opinion. I mean,
you're not wrong. Antoine thinks Arman has a better chance. We'll talk about that fight in 2 weeks.
I mean, Pimblett has a chance against Chandler, I think, but
yeah, they might do that fight. It's possible. All right, let's go to the featherweight division. Ilia's really is a clear favorite, but this is a situation where I think you should fade the favorite because he's already talked about leaving the division, right? I don't think that's a good bet at all. Don't bet on this one. This is a bad bet, I would say. I think that Mosfar is a good value here, and Diego Lopez is a good value. What do you think?
I think Mosfar, dude. If Ilia leaves the division, I'm picking Mosfar, man. I mean, a lot of people are talking shit about Mosfar. I think he's really good, and he's been in 5 rounds before, you know, before he went to the UFC. He's a good fighter.
This is really odd. This is weird. Like, sorry, can you finish your thought, and then I'll talk. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mosfar is a good call. Even Alexander Volkanovski can
Volkanovski. I think these 3 guys, there's value on them. No one else really, I would say. But I'm just looking at sorry, I kind of skipped ahead, but Bulgarian is really highly listed. They must have told him he's getting a big fight. They must have.
Yeah.
But why is Kyle Nelson listed above Josh Emmett? Like, why?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Why is Kyle Nelson listed at all? Very weird. Some weird picks here. Fernando Padilla, very odd. Again, they listed most of the division. I get that.
A lot of people are going to say Jean Silva, but I haven't seen enough of Jean Silva.
Jean Silva, he's a dark horse, but I don't think so. But Josh Emmett's kind of interesting at plus 15,000, man. He's 40 years old almost. He doesn't have much time left, right?
I know, but I don't see him beating a lot of these guys, to be really honest.
He fights. What's the rumor? He's supposed to fight someone, right? Is it Arnold Allen? Is that the rumor?
No, Alan was supposed to fight Jair, I think, but the test didn't happen. I don't know.
Well, Josh wants to fight in like March or something. That's what he said. Yeah. So just say he fights the top 5 guy, which he deserves, and knocks him out, then he could get a title shot if Ilya gives up the belt. So I think he's got a shot as a dark horse. I would say Josh.
The problem is like he lost pretty clear to Yair Rodriguez in Sydney, and he lost to Topuria also pretty clear. So why would they give him another chance to get close to the title? I don't mind it, but I don't know, man, if they're going to do that. Maybe they give him Diego Lopez, why not?
It's interesting. I think those guys are kind of interesting. Let's go to the bottom of it. I mean, there's a lot of guys here that probably,
Charles Jourdain, Cap Swanson,
Conor Gracie. He's okay. So I looked at all the other odds. Everyone's like the biggest is plus 200,000. He's plus 500,000. Yeah. Let's say you put $10 on Conor Gracie, $50,000.
Hey, Michael Asshole is in it. He's not even in the UFC yet. Although I think he should be. But
is he listed?
Yeah, 70,000.
He must have signed him then. He must be under contract. He must be.
You see him above Gavin Tucker?
I see it. Well, they must have signed it.
No idea.
Interesting. All right. Paquin Hammer Connie. Isn't he retired or something?
Yeah, he's at the Octagon, man, I think.
Okay, there you go. Some of these are odd. Blake Builder's not in the UFC, I don't think. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next. Oh, Jack Shore retired. I just saw him. All right, let's go to the next division. Bantamweight. Wow, plus money at Umar. I mean, that's a bet to make. Umar, plus money.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, definitely, man.
That's an auto bet, guys. Like I'm shocked right now that it's plus money. That's a good bet. I would make that bet right now. I would actually bet that right now because he is favored to beat Merab. He'll be favored against anyone else. You're getting plus money on him? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Nate Maness is also not in the UFC anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get frustrated because they have all these guys that shouldn't be, right? But yeah, I mean, there's definitely sticking a sore thumb. But I would say I think Umar's a great bet here. What do you think? A plus money?
Yeah, I think so, man. I mean, I like Umar. I think the matchup against Merab is a good matchup for him, to be honest, Although I really like Merab as well.
I mean, Merab could be good value too, possibly,
Merab got that Duracell battery fire charger,
I'm just saying Umar's like a pretty decent favorite right now.
To be really honest, dude, if Umar wins, I think Piotr Jan is a good bet as well,
Yeah.
Call me crazy.
For a Sanhagen fight, that was a great bet. Nice bet. Very nice.
I think Piotr Jan is a good bet as well, dude, to be honest.
Umar shouldn't be an underdog here, like plus money. Like, I think he's a great bet here, guys. I really do. Even if he loses to Merab, I wouldn't feel bad about that bet. I'd be like, all right, I took a shot in plus money. And I'm a really good fighter. Now, rest of the division.
Who's the bottom?
So Hobby should be ranked higher than some of these other guys, I would say. Iman.
Montel Jackson as well.
Yeah, even Aldo. Let's see the bottom.
Adrian Yanez.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a path to the belt. Let's say that.
Mm.
I love the guy, but no.
Great.
Marcus McGee is like third lowest. What the fuck?
Yeah, he should be higher, I think.
Oh yeah, that's
kind of crazy. I don't see him getting the belt, but that's kind of crazy.
Well, let me say this: what if they match him with Aldo and he knocks Aldo out? Then it immediately launches him to like.
Yeah, but they're not going to match him with Aldo. I think you know what I mean. So.
Yeah,
definitely after the last fight, which was pretty close.
They probably put him against Eamon Zahabi. That's the fight they'll probably do, right?
Yeah, that's actually a fight they wanted to make at first. Yeah.
Did they? Okay, there you go. Oh wait, they did. Yeah, that's right. Good call. Was that for New York or something? Or
I think that was supposed to happen on the Apex card, Okay. And I think Zahabi wanted to prefer to be in Edmonton, and then they put Marcus in New York against Martinez, right?
They might do that. By the way, McGee is definitely solid. You're just saying Nakamura. I think he's very good. Will Japan have a champ? I don't think so, but I think they should go there this year. Take Asakura, take Nakamura, who I think is very good.
I mean, the UFC is desperate to have a Japanese champ, so they maybe give him a push,
He's very good. All right, let's go to flyweight. Pantoja is a small favorite to win, and then Kara France is second. Marcel, do they know what's happening here? Do they know he's taking a title shot?
Yeah, good question.
Right, that's a little interesting, isn't it?
Yeah,
the odds makers know more than you guys think. They really do. Like you look at other sports, like because I follow like football, basketball. They have the injury reports before the media does, right? So they know, like they already shade the lines. Then they'll
by the way,
go ahead.
Having Brandon Royval behind Moreno and Cobb is disrespectful, in my opinion.
Well, it's pretty close, to be fair.
Still disrespectful.
I think all those guys are kind of interesting. I'll say this. Someone asked for a bold. Was it Beerch asked for a bold prediction? as good as Pantoja is, I think this year might be the year he loses the belt. I love the guy. I think he's a great fighter, but I think there's so many younger guys coming up, Marcel, that are so talented. I think those guys are interesting. Those three you mentioned. I actually also think Josh Van is kind of interesting here as a dark horse. But again, he's so young, they probably wouldn't give him a shot. But just say Josh Van gets another 2 knockout wins. Maybe they give him a big push. Who knows? We'll see.
I think Almabayev is interesting as well.
Yeah.
The other guy as well. We got that knockout win over Snell in his debut. What's his name again? I don't even see him listed.
Esteban? That guy?
No. Another the Tajik guy, or what's his name?
Yeah. He's not listed though.
Where the hell is he?
He's not listed. The guy that's fighting, who's he fighting? Charles Johnson, right?
It's not done yet, but that's
Charles Johnson's also here. He's like pretty low.
Clayton Carpenter.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. Tyson Nam is not in the UFC, right? I don't think he is.
No.
Jeff Molina. No, I don't think so. Just say that. Not going to make any jokes about Jeff. And his videos, Marcel, that got leaked.
I didn't leak anything. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw that.
You used to love watching that.
Crazy.
Yeah, Justin, what's up, man? Glad to have you guys. Glad to catch you guys live. Figgy at 125. Yeah, we didn't mention Figgy. What if he moves back down?
I don't know, man. Listen, man, I like Figueiredo, but everybody's so high always on him, man. I mean, I was sure that he was going to lose to Piotr Jan, and he did.
Yeah.
Now, if he goes back to 125, I don't know. He always had the problem with making that 125. Does he want to go back now again? And I think it will take away from his from his performance, probably.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think this division is also interesting. I think there's a good chance there's a new champ.
125 is fun, man.
Sorry?
125 is fun. It's always
it's a great division. You know what? Like, it's really grown on me over the years. I think when it first came, it was just very like shallow. There was like DJ, Benavidez, and like maybe a couple other guys. They cut it. All the guys really took it personally. As they say, Marcel, they took it personally. And then since they brought Flyweight back, it's been amazing. So,
by the way,
Ray, can you say his name? This guy?
Ray Tsuruya. Yeah.
Again, I think he'll fight in the Japan Fight Night, which Dana hinted at, right? Saitama Super Arena. They might go there this year. They should. But I think he needs like 5 more wins, probably.
Yeah. Adam Safarino, by the way, won.
Yeah, I saw that. I think he's with Matthias Aquino now, eh? I don't know if you saw that. You know Matthias?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's with him because he tweeted about it. He's like, hey guys, he had a great performance. So I think he might be with him. I think maybe he got dumped by his other manager after he bit the dude. Maybe. I don't know what happened. Maybe he's always been with him. I don't know. I think that guy got a raw deal. Like, again, he did cheat. He bit the guy, but to me, it's just another foul. Like, it's a bad foul, Marcel, but there's lots of other fouls. Like,
and it's not like Andre Lima was like he was not even, they are friends.
No, I know. Dana was more pissed than him. Like, this guy got bit. All right. Pantoja, I agree with the Pantoja thing. I mean, I think he's a great fighter, but I think that the age is catching up. We'll talk about that women's division in a second, Antoine. Bold prediction is Jones fights twice, Aspinall, July, Pereira, and MSG. That's it. That's a very bold prediction, so I'll say that. You should put money on that.
If that happens, I think Dana will come like 5 times in a day or something,
Do I say Kopp gets tell? It's possible. I mean, he's definitely up there. Kopp is up there. I do think it's interesting that Kara France is second. They must be giving him the title shot. They must be. Right?
I would think so. I'm not sure.
I think it makes sense, to be honest with you, because he's coming off that huge win over Urseg. It's not like he's going to get a bigger star power. And who else would he fight? Is he going to fight Moreno again? I mean, I guess, but why would they? Is it the 3rd or 4th time they're going to fight? I don't think it makes sense. Is Demiro Paz even listed? Oh, he's listed. Yeah, he lost to Moreno, though, so he's not even. Asu? Yeah, Christian likes Asu. I know Marcel's a big Asu fan. You have a bold prediction, Marcel?
I'm thinking about it, man. But
yeah, keep thinking. No worries.
Yeah, I have one, but I'm not sure.
Oh, so okay. You want to say it or no?
Yeah, I think we will see Kayla Harrison fighting Valentina Shevchenko at 135 this year. Next year.
All right, let's go to bantamweight. Kayla's the odds-on favorite, and I think that's correct.
Valentina is not listed there.
Right?
Valentina is just not listed there. That's so stupid.
Are we sure she's not listed? Let's take a look. She's not. Okay. I guess they don't think she's going to move up. I think there's a good chance she moves up, but I would say sticking to the fighters on the list, I think Kayla, I know she's a big favorite, but she'll be a big favorite in that fight. She probably fights once next year, maybe twice. The only other one...
Gotta go with Kayla, dude.
I guess Amanda Nunes is kind of interesting because if Kayla wins, that's a big fight.
I think Macy Chiasson is close to a title shot, actually. So
Raquel Pennington is not a good bet. I don't think the UFC wants her anywhere near the belt ever again.
No.
Right?
They really were banking on Mayra Bueno getting the win against Raquel.
That fight was horrible, dude.
Yeah.
I was front row for it. It was fucking bad. Although I bet on Pennington, so I was happy. I was like, God, take her down, hold her. Just hold her. Everyone's doing it. I'm like, it's good. Watching my bet cash.
Also, Penny is not in the UFC anymore.
Yeah, she got cut. I don't think she should have been cut, by the way. I think that she got a raw deal. She had a good fight, too. It was who was she fighting in? It was a pretty good fight.
Macy Chiasson, right?
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good fight. I think that's who it was, right?
She got choked out, I think.
No, there was another fight. She had a decision against someone. Was it? Oh, Carol Hossa. That was the fight.
Even Alice Pereira is here. Look, the brand new girl.
The new girl? Where?
Yeah, she's there. Under Chelsea Chandler.
Oh, that's interesting.
+2.
Yeah, I mean, she shouldn't be listed, obviously. But, again, it's weird that this list has new fighters, but also some cut fighters. Like, Maria Agapova is not in the UFC anymore, right?
Yeah, Pudilova just fought an octagon today.
She did?
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, she got cut
lost.
too then.
Split decision.
Okay. Well, she always fights the splits. That's crazy. A couple other comments, guys. Sorry about that. Canada Post, Kayla. Dumont. Oh, Dumont. Yeah, that's another one, right? Dumont?
Yeah. Where is she? Oh, plus 1,500. Yeah.
The dump truck? Normer, the dump truck Dumont. Montserrat, no. Chiasson. I like Chiasson a lot, man. She's good. Kayla, I think Kayla is the clear favorite. Hey, Blake, I wish my bookie settings work because this is DraftKings. I don't think they have it in Australia, Blake. I could be wrong. But I think maybe there's some other books that have it. So take a look. Gavoy's boxing.
No.
Man, the last thing I saw, she was homeless.
Yeah, sad.
It is sad. To be honest with you, it is sad. But life's hard, man. I feel like they're counting on Pena. Pena's a pretty good fighter. I mean, Pena's got a chance. She's definitely got a chance. But I think Kayla's the clear favorite here. All right, let's go to the next division. Flyweight. Valentina's the favorite. I think Fiorot is a decent bet here, maybe, Marcel, to be honest with you, if you think she can beat Valentina and keep the fight standing. Because I think on the feet, she matches up decently well with her striking. If she gets taken down, it's going to be over. I think for this one, it's either – actually, I don't know if Valentina's a great bet because she might win. She might be the champ and might beat Fiorot, but she also might move up and then give up her belt possibly, like you said, right? Or maybe she'll keep it and then be the double champ. Maybe that's what will happen. Valentina's not – I don't think she's a horrible bet. I do think Fiorot is interesting. Grasso's a little bit lower, but she lost and doesn't have a path to win unless – I guess if Fiorot actually beats Shevchenko, wouldn't Grasso be right there too with another win?
Yeah.
Your girl Natalia is fourth, Marcel, on this list.
Mm-hmm.
You like her?
Yeah, it's possible, man. I mean, she is pretty all round. But the thing is, like, she gives away first rounds, you know?
Natalia's definitely – Natalia shouldn't be counted out here. I mean, if she probably needs another win. She'll probably fight Blanchfield or Barber next, right? I would think. Or maybe she fights Grasso. Maybe they do Natalia Silva and Grasso. Is that possible?
I like Natalia against Grasso. I like Natalia against Blanchfield.
Do you think they do that fight, Marcel? Have you heard anything or no?
No, nothing. I haven't heard anything, you know. And I think they should do a Fiorot against Shevchenko soon, you know.
They need to get this done. Fiorot's sat out for a while now. I think it was April maybe she fought was it Aaron? And Aaron already fought again since then, right? So and Manon is 34, 35. She's not young, right? She's got to fight and make money. You a future in Dakota. I mean, Dakota, by 2026. She's under contract. She's not fighting the UFC next year, but maybe the year after, possibly. 50-1 on Natalia. That was a good bet. Nice job, man. You stacked some good lines for sure. Juliana received plenty of damage in the last fight. I agree. Valentina's my all-time favorite fighter, says Antoine. She is great. I like Manon. I like Manon and Natalia too here, to be honest. All right. As far as dark horses, my girl Jasmine Marcel plus 30,000.
Yeah.
You know, but she's going to need a few more wins. I'll say that. But Jasmine is definitely solid. Mandy Boom is there, Marcel.
Jesus.
Is she in the UFC? I thought she got cut too.
No, she's cut. She
got cut. Joanne Wood retired, I think.
Yeah.
Lauren Murphy, I think, retired, right? If I'm not mistaken.
She wants one more, I think, or she retired. One of the two. Molly McCann is not a flyweight anymore. Jennifer Maya is an Invicta.
Is Agapova ranked in this weight class too? That's so funny that they don't have like Shevchenko in two weight classes, but they have Agapova in two.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next weight class, guys. Strawweight. Zhang is the favorite, but like again, I'm kind of leaning Suarez a little bit here. Because the thing with Suarez, I'll say this: she probably only fights once, right? And Zhang too. Actually, this division might be an interesting one for a bet because they probably only fight once whoever wins this title. So you only have to pick pretty much the next fight. if Suarez beats Zhang, I could see her sitting out the rest of the year.
I think
Suarez here a little bit.
I think Tatiana. Yeah, makes more sense.
Jandiroba is interesting, Marcel.
Yeah. Beatrice, by the way, that was flyweight, what you're asking. Yeah, Jandiroba is interesting, but she only will get one chance, I think,
Yeah. When is Rose? Oh, is Rose even listed? Was Rose even listed in the
last I saw her. Yeah. Go back. You can see her.
She was. I missed her. But I mean, she's so far. I mean, Rose is a dark horse here at 115 if she goes back. Because she is the former champ. She has 2 wins over Zhang that no one ever talks about. No one ever talks about her wins, Marcel.
Yeah, crazy, actually, yeah.
Right? And I picked both of them. I remember that head kick. I was like telling you guys, I'm like, she's going to win. She did it. Tatiana. Head off betting. Oh, okay, is it? I didn't realize. It's pretty close, those Sun Clock goals. But yeah, I didn't see that. That makes sense. Oh, my girl, Marcel. Jacqueline Amarim. They put $5 on her. I'm looking at the rest. I mean, yeah, there's
Brogan Walker Sanchez, Cheyenne Vlisbus, Jinju Frey.
Carolina's retired, isn't she?
Super smelly. Yeah,
she's there. Super smelly.
Where? Yeah, above Carolina.
Oh, okay. Her brother's that guy David Martinez. Is that right?
Yeah, that's her brother. Yeah. They're trying to act like those are the first brother sisters.
Yeah. I remember this now. There was the 2 who's that? Anyways, yeah. Okay, that's it. So someone wrote an article here. I don't know who wrote it. Let's see here.
Who wrote Army Boots? Do you remember we said that during Tough? Who wrote Army Boots?
Yeah, I remember. Someone wrote. Sorry, my computer's got stalled here. All right. What'd you say? Sorry.
Okay, trivia question. Who said that during Tough? Who wrote Army Boots?
I don't know. Who was it?
Ross Pearson.
There you go. So someone did a preview for it, the rights for them, and they pretty much took a couple of favorites here. Oliveira, I don't think so. Anyway, I mean, this article's not very good, to be honest with you. My boy Britton wrote that. It's interesting. All right. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. It was a good little what's the word? Exercise. All right, I think that's it for that. I guess. By the way, want to give a shout out to our guys at bet105.eu. Now, unfortunately, they don't have futures. I would have used their bets, Marcel, but they don't have them. So what are you going to do? But they're definitely a good book if you like using cryptocurrency. All right, let's go to a couple other comments. You think Jennifer Mager fight her way back? Maybe. I think she got cut kind of soon, but she's an older fighter too, so. You could parlay Islam Umar plus 265. Oh, to be the champs? That's interesting. You're gonna do it, aren't you? Ashley Yoder. She's not in the UFC right now, but like she won her last fight, I think in LFA. She might come back to it. But she's like almost 40, I think. So probably not. Felix Suarez, yeah, she has a chance for sure. With strawweight, do you think biggest breakout? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. All right. Any other thoughts, Marcel?
Not really, dude. Not really.
All right. I think that's good, guys. What we're gonna do now is just
the Ryzen thing. You want to?
Yeah, we'll do Ryzen really quick. Let's do that for Tristan.
For Tristan.
Just for you, Tristan, because we love you, man. All right, let's pull it up here, Marcel. Give me one sec. Ryzen 49. Here it is. Flyweight Blake Inkley was actually second or third.
It was
Blake's
plus 100, I think.
Yeah. Plus 195, so it's even plus better. So we thought there was value in that, actually. Let's go to Ryzen here. All right. You have any thoughts on these guys? Do you want to go through the fights?
Yeah, sure, man. Why not?
Hey, go ahead. Talk about them.
We got Chihiro Suzuki against Kleber Koike Herbst. Yeah, it sounds very German, by the way, Herbst. Yeah, I think he's Brazilian, Japanese or something. Even a champion before, right? And Ryzen, he's solid, Suzuki, listen, man, I'm watching Ryzen here and there, but I'm not too familiar with a lot of these guys, so I got to be honest here, Roberto Satoshi de Souza, I know him, he's fighting the Fuga Karamov guy. Interesting fights. I'm not going to give you my pick because it wouldn't make sense to give it, Let's see. I think Tristan says the Rasbali Shaidlayev guy is interesting. Can you click on him to see? It's like third fight from the top.
That guy, the Bali guy, that guy.
Yeah, Tristan says he's very good. So yeah,
I don't know anything. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about this guy. So
no, I'm also I know his name, but I'm not too familiar with him. He's
on UAE, ACA, and Ryzen. Okay. He beat Warner Archuleta. Interesting. I wish I followed.
I actually remember that. Yeah,
nice.
That was earlier this year.
All his wins are a stoppage. Wow, interesting prospect here. He'll probably be in the UFC, right? Do they have some sort of like sharing agreement? They must, right? With Ryzen and UFC.
I think the two bosses are very good going along with each other, right? So
yeah, I think they don't mind that. Yeah, the Suzuki guy is the guy who knocked out Pitbull Marcel.
Okay.
Again, these guys should be in the UFC. I think if they do the UFC Japan card, you might see some of these guys on that card.
Yeah, it would be fun, man. It would be good.
Any other fights that interest you?
Sakuraba's son is making his pro debut.
Where
against Yachi.
Oh, that's interesting. Is this card in the middle of the night? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in the morning again.
I don't know if I can do it, guys. I'll try it. I might try it. I'll probably pass out. Yeah, Horiguchi's fighting well.
Zulu.
Yeah, I mean Horiguchi's going to smoke him. Horiguchi should be in the UFC. Yeah. Yuki Matoya, he's a veteran. Tons of fights. It's a good card, man. Really good card. Jose Shorty Torres is on the card.
Torres, yeah.
It's a very good card. Wow, there's so many fights on it. Holy shit. Dude, this card's going to end, it's going to be like 7 or 8 hours long.
Was that kickboxing? They're also
exhibition fight. I don't think I could do it, man. I'll try, guys, but I doubt it. I'll probably check out Capose's like Twitter the next day, and he'll probably have all the highlights. I don't know if I can, Antoine. I'm old now, man. It's hard. Like I did the one in Macau, and that was really hard, dude. I felt so shitty the next day.
Yeah, we know what's difficult, even because it's the day of the last day of the year, so you're already late. You're going late to bed at night as well. So yeah.
No, you're not wrong. Are you going to be up, Marcel?
I was actually talking to Ryzen. I told him like I have no time. I'm not going to watch probably how are you saying live, but I'll watch it back. You know.
Yeah. Saladin Parnas should probably be the UFC champ. Most likely, least likely to lose next year. Most likely, I would say Pantoja. I think, or sorry, Juliana Pena. I'll say Juliana Pena. But I think Pantoja of the male champs, I think has a chance to lose. And then least likely to lose. Ooh, that's a tough one.
Islam.
Yeah, actually Islam. That's actually not that tough. I forgot about Islam. I think Islam. Yeah, I mean, Islam's amazing. All right, guys, let's end this podcast here, Marcel. We'll end this one. We'll do a quick fight announcements if you guys want to join us. We'll post it in a second here. If not, we'll be back next Sunday, guys, for the first edition of 2025 podcast, which will be it's a UFC Vegas 101 preview. Is that what it is, Marcel?
Yeah.
Next week. So we had 2 weeks off, but it felt like it was pretty short. It kind of went by fast.
People are always complaining, but I always like this goes so quickly because it's holidays, you know? Yeah.
I've been playing video games like crazy too, Marcel. So
did you get the Tomb Raider?
Well, I'm going to talk about that with you after we finish the thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Doing a Hall of Famer probably gets in, yeah, because she's 2-time champion, tough winner, so probably. All right, we'll get out of here, guys. Just give me a sec. I'll tweet out the. Well, actually, I'm not going to tweet it. I'll just you guys can jump in if you want. I'll tweet it out afterwards, though. If not, guys, we'll see you next week. But yeah, just give me a second here. I'll push out the fight announcement podcast. That'll be like 10 minutes. It'll be a short one, bonus podcast.